Hey, what is going on, guys? Clash with Cree here, bringing you another uh, strategy video. Today I'm going to be highlighting Queen Walk VaLo, which is Queen Walk, Valkyries, and Loons. You might notice that I'm in a different clan. I was just getting some friendly practice in. Everybody was either asleep or just not on in my clan, so I had to get some hits in, get some practice in, and I've been having a lot of success with this strategy that you're going to see here. Thank you to Joint Effort for allowing me to use their bases as practice, as well as showing their bases. But pretty much we're going to be focusing on Queen Walk VaLo. You guys might know what VaLo is. This is the same thing, but you remove the golems. Typically your golems aren't doing much unless there is very heavy DPS at the start of the raid, in which case you will get value out of them. But Queen Walk VaLo is when you don't know or you don't think there's going to be a lot of DPS. You can easily just use a Valk or two, 16 camp space instead of the Golem, which is 30, to create that funnel, and it's just much easier. You can see my composition here. This is being the standard one that I've been rocking in friendly challenges, and so far I am 4 for 5 on 3 stars with it. And then I'm just going to show you guys what we're here to do. The queen walk's going to start as usual. You're trying to get that queen in to take out 2 air defenses if possible. You just want her inside that base and doing some stuff. You can see a wall breaker trap's going to go there with those Teslas, but the wall breakers are still going to go in anyways, and the queen's going to head into that compartment in just a second there. You can see easily 2 air defenses are easily reachable. And then once the queen is able to get those air defenses, you also want her to take out the CC troops. That's the one reason, that's the one big thing that the queen's objective is. If she does not take out those clan castle troops, your Valkyries are going to be struggling, as there's no golem to tank for them at all. And there will be a lot of DPS on them from those clan castle troops, as well as any other defense. Typically, I drop my king as sort of a golem. You're going to see the funneling minions come down on the bottom there. Just starting the funnel for the Valkyries. You can see the poison's going to go down on the CC wizards. Rage is typically for the queen, as you saw it was used there. And at this point, if we pause, you'll actually see 2 Valkyries going down. They're going to be making the funnel there. And the king's going to come down to tank, so those wall breakers are free to break open the wall. At this point, all the other Valkyries are going to go in with the Barb King. Jump spell is going to be dropped, leading them into that queen compartment. You see the bomb's going to go off, and this is why you have 2 heal spells, guys. Initial jump spell is going to give you access to that first area, and the balloons are going to come in on the defenses as they become distracted. You can see these bottom 4 were a little bit early. Valks actually jumped over to get the a skeleton trap and lost some balloons there, but no big deal. You can see all the balloons just working their way in. Valkyrie is still in the core, no heal spell needed right now. They're going to take out that air defense, and that's pretty much their job. You can see all the balloons are in at this point. They're even working their way into the core to take out the expo. Swag heal is going to come down already, and that's about it for this one. Queen up, king up, balloons, wizards, lots of stuff still active, and as you can see, very strong attack. I would recommend at least 15-15, probably a level 20 queen. You are charging in. There is no, there's this one. You are charging into the base. So, this was on an 8.5. Just wanted to show how powerful this initial queen charge can be. But what I was saying is you are charging into the base, and you don't want that queen to go down. Level 15 queen may be too small for this strategy, but you may be able to make it work. You can see, just going to be starting off, we're going to have the wizard up there funneling. Actually going to use a Valkyrie here on the left to funnel. You do have 12 Valkyries in this attack, so you can use a couple to funnel. I'd say try and keep at least 9 for your kill squad. If you want to use 3 on your main attack, that's fine. You can see the queen's going to come down, and she's going to be charging straight into the middle. If you pause, you can see an air defense accessible there, air defense accessible there, and if she gets into the core, she'll have everything accessible to her, and she's just going to be charging in. We're going to let that play out. You can see Valkyrie's going to go down there to pull the CC, get a little bit of damage off there, spring the wall breaker trap as well. You can see the CC troops are going to go up to meet the queen. one of the good things in having the Queen walk is you get to deal with that CC early on. You can see the double poison, so I don't have to pop the ability on those Valkyries, as they are very slow, and the Queen will be able to retarget before they arrive to her. Just another little trick there that I found if you're not too worried about spring traps, if you aren't running hogs. Having that, just double poisoning the Valkyries instead of having to ability is very helpful. It's also easier to do when there is not too much point defense on you. Queen's going to be walking her way into that little moat there, and at this point the Valkyries are coming in on the bottom. Wallbreakers are going to go in. The heroes are going to be like a magnet, pull all those Valkyries in. They're going to burn one spin, Queen's gone. They're going to keep powering around, drop spell is going to come down, Wizard trying to keep those Valks in the core. Rage spell is going to go down, just pushing those Valkyries along, and the heal spell is going to go down just in front of them. At this point, the balloons are going to come in, targeting those back-end defenses. Queen ability is going to pop to grab that last air defense, and that's about it for this attack here. Lots of balloons left. As you can see, balloons come in once that air defense is targeted or about to go down, and they just overwhelm the base. This one's in cleanup, so we're going to 4 times so we can catch the last replay that I did get while I was here. We don't want to scroll off. But I hope you guys are learning stuff. I try to make these as educational as possible. Maybe I'll start getting some drawing tools to help out with that. But once again, you're going to see here 2 air defenses which can easily be gotten by the Queen. So what are we going to do? We're going to be charging her in there. And then our Valkyries are going to come in somewhere on the right, I believe. Queen's going to be able to get into that air defense. That double air defense is ideal for the Queen. You can see minions and a Valkyrie are going to funnel the right side. Valkyrie and Wizard are going to funnel the left side. Just getting that funnel down quickly to keep that Queen going. We want her to go straight down. Charge into those air defenses. If there is an air defense 4 tiles back from a wall, so 1 standard building plus a space, your Queen will not be able to reach that. So you need to make sure that if you're walking, your Queen does not skip an air defense, as generally that'll mean your healers will be dragged into air defense range and they'll be taken out quite easily, and your walk will be ended from there. That's about it on that note. 2-point defenses, if the Queen is focused on one of them already, you likely won't need a rage. 3-point defenses, if the Queen is focused on one of them already, you can tell by the level of the point defense. Town Hall 8-point defense, you won't need a rage depending on what it is. If it's Teslas, get that rage down. If it's 2 archer towers and a cannon, you'll be good for a little bit as long as she takes those out quickly. But it's always favorable to rage when you can. Sorry about the Wi-Fi bars, guys, but you're going to see on the right side, the Valkyries are going to go in with the rage spells. It wasn't needed on the Queen. They're going to work their way through that wall. Heal spell, rage spell, heal spell, jump spell is going to come down, allowing Valks access to that last box. Please don't drop Wi-Fi. As you can see, King's going to be used to power him through that last air defense. At this point, all the balloons are going to be converging on the remaining buildings. We're going to 4 times this one. Swag poison goes down. That's about it for this strategy guide, guys.